He was 18 years old, skinny, fearless. A boy from Madeira with a jaw clenched tighter than his fists, walking onto a football pitch in a jersey too big for his shoulders, but not too big for his ambition. That night, Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro made his senior debut for Portugal. He was the youngest player in the squad. He didn't score. He didn't need to. Everyone in that stadium already knew something had arrived. But football doesn't care about arrivals. Football cares about endings. And for 23 years, this man has searched for one ending, one trophy, one night where he lifts the most coveted prize in the sport above his head and says, I did it. We did it. The European Championship? He has it. The Nations League? He has it. Every individual record that can be broken, rewritten, and left behind in dust. But the World Cup has eluded him for his entire career. This summer in the United States, Mexico, and Canada, the 2026 FIFA World Cup begins. It will be the biggest World Cup in history. 48 nations, millions of fans. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nothing has changed. This is just a farewell tour, a sentimental goodbye. Well, you're wrong. Because for the first time in 23 years, Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't have to carry Portugal. He now has the team he has waited for his entire career. The 2026 Portugal squad, it's not like anything Ronaldo has ever had before. This isn't a team of decent players and hopefuls. This is a super team. A collection of world-class talents at every position. A squad built, whether by accident or design, to finally give Ronaldo the platform he deserves. Let me break it down for you. Every great team needs a great midfield. You can't win a World Cup without players who can control games, dictate tempo, and transition quickly between defense and attack. And Portugal in 2026, they might have the best midfield depth in the entire tournament. Vitinha, the Paris Saint-Germain maestro, at 26 years old, entering the peak of his career. He's technical, intelligent, press-resistant, and capable of threading passes that most players can't even see. João Neves. If you don't know this name yet, you will by the time the World Cup ends. He is just 21 years old, but he plays with the composure of a veteran. He's the new generation of Portuguese midfielder, quick, aggressive, and absurdly complete for his age. Bruno Fernandes, the Manchester United captain. He's 31 in 2026, still sharp, still clutch, and still one of the most dangerous players in Europe when the ball is in the final third. Bernardo Silva, the Manchester City magician, the relentless worker who presses like a demon and dribbles like a wizard. He can play anywhere across the midfield or attack. He's the ultimate utility player. But make no mistake, he's world-class in any role you give him. Controlling midfield isn't enough. You need pace, you need width. You need players who can stretch defenses, create space, and deliver the ball into the areas where Ronaldo is most dangerous. And Portugal has that in abundance. Rafael Leão, the AC Milan superstar. He's 27 years old. He's one of the fastest players in world football. His dribbling is elite. His ability to beat defenders one-on-one is terrifying. Pedro Neto. Electric pace, direct running, and the ability to deliver crosses that bend into the areas a striker dreams of. Nuno Mendes, the left back who plays like a winger. At PSG, he has become one of the most dynamic fullbacks in Europe. His overlapping runs give Portugal width, his speed helps in transitions, and his final ball has improved dramatically. João Cancelo, the right back who inverts into midfield. His footballing intelligence is off the charts. He can play as a fullback, a winger, or a midfielder. His versatility gives Portugal tactical flexibility that most teams simply don't have. Ronaldo had the finishing ability. He always did. But he didn't have players who could get him the ball in dangerous areas. Now he does. The numbers don't lie. Portugal's 2025 campaign saw them deliver more crosses into the box, create more chances from wide areas, and generate more expected goals from set pieces than any qualifying campaign in their history. And guess who benefits from all of those chances? Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who has scored more headers than any player in Champions League history, the greatest aerial threat the game has ever seen. Of course, none of this matters if the defense can't hold up. And this is where Portugal's transformation is most remarkable. Rúben Dias, the Manchester City Colossus, the man who has won Premier League titles, anchored Pep Guardiola's defense, and established himself as one of the top 5 center-backs in the world. António Silva, the young star who has emerged as Dias's perfect partner. His composure on the ball is remarkable. He's quick enough to cover for mistakes, strong enough to win aerial duels, and intelligent enough to read the game. Diogo Costa, the goalkeeper who has been quietly becoming one of the best in Europe. He's a fully formed elite goalkeeper, commanding, confident, and capable of winning games single-handedly when needed. Okay, let's address it. Cristiano Ronaldo is 41, and I know what some of you are thinking. He's too old, he can't do it, his legs are gone. Let me tell you something about Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a man who has been defying age, defying expectations, and defying logic for his entire career. At 33, people said he was declining. He won a Champions League with Real Madrid. At 36, people said he couldn't play at the top level anymore. He scored 24 goals for Manchester United. And now, at 41, he's still one of the most clinical finishers in football. His positioning is still elite. His heading ability is still unmatched. His mentality is still iron. Yes, he's slower than he was at 28. Yes, he can't press for 90 minutes anymore. Yes, his explosive burst has diminished. But here's the thing, he doesn't need those things anymore. He has adapted. He has evolved. He has become the ultimate poacher, the player who doesn't need to run because he's always in the right place at the right time. For 23 years, Cristiano Ronaldo carried Portugal on his back. He dragged them through qualifiers. He saved them from embarrassment. He played through injury, through grief, through criticism. He carried them when they were weak. And now, in the final hour of his career, the tables have turned. With Dias, with Bruno, with Leão, with Vitinha, Portugal is finally strong enough to carry him. He doesn't need to be Superman anymore. He just needs to be the captain. The script is written, the team is ready. The 23-year wait is over. What do you think? Does this Portugal squad finally have what it takes? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you believe in the GOAT, smash that like button, subscribe to CR7 Dynasty, and turn on notifications. Until next time.